Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 19. Role of India in World Peace. Learning points. Knowledge acquisition. After completing this chapter, we will be able to know about the India in the United Nations. The United Nations help to India. Non-aligned movement. Introduction. India is a peace-loving country. It wants that all the countries of the world should live peacefully and cooperate with one another in their economic and social progress. It does not like any type of prejudice among the people or among the communities. Hence, India was called the Golden Bird in ancient times. A number of scholars and saints were born here. They spread the message of peace, non-violence, and truth throughout the world. In this chapter, you will study about the contribution of India to the peace of the world. India in the United Nations. India also cooperates with the United Nations in many ways. It has always supported and cooperated with the United Nations whenever the need arose. It was the insistence of India that the Declaration of Human Rights and Freedom was added to the Charter of the UN. India played a prominent role in Bangladesh's entry to the UN. Dr. Nagendra Singh was twice elected, 1973 to 1987, as Justice and the President of the International Court of Justice in 1985. Dr. Radhakrishnan was elected Chairman of UNESCO in 1948. India has been a member of United Nations since it was organized on 24 October 1945. India has full faith in the aims and objectives of the UN. It was also elected to the Security Council. It has been an active member of the WHO, UNESCO, UNICEF and FAO. Srimati Vijay Lakshmi Pandit was elected the President of the General Assembly of the United Nations in 1953. She was the first woman President of the UN General Assembly. India has always stood against injustice towards mankind. It opposed strongly the oppression of the blacks by the whites minority of South Africa. It organized world opinion against the policy then government of South Africa. It also supported the Palestinians who were being deprived freedom in their own land Israel. India has sent its many soldiers to various countries like Zaire, Sri Lanka, Korea, Somalia, Iran, etc. as part of the UNPKF, United Nations Peacekeeping Force. The General Assembly in a special session in July 1980 to discuss the issue of disarmament. India proposed a total ban on nuclear weapons during that session. The United Nations helped to India. The United Nations is helping India in many ways. Experts of the United Nations have come to our country to help and solve our problems. Through UNESCO, we have sent our students and officers to receive advanced training in new fields. The FAO has helped Indian farmers in the use of new machinery. It also advised how to increase production of milk and milk products. It helped in making the Terai region in Uttar Pradesh fit for cultivation. The WHO has trained nurses and health officers. It helped in the eradication of smallpox and the control of infectious diseases like cholera and malaria. It supplies vaccines to control diseases such as tuberculosis. UNICEF has several programs in India such as Anganwadi for children and caring mothers. Non-aligned movement. After the Second World War, the USA and the USSR emerged as the two superpowers. Both of them wanted to spread their influence possible in many countries. Many other independent countries joined either the USA bloc or the USSR bloc. India did not join any of the blocs. it had been separated from both the blocks. At this time, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the Prime Minister of independent India. India initiated a movement of those nations which neither wanted to join the USA nor USSR bloc. This movement was called the Non-Aligned Movement, NAM. It was based on 5 principles known as Panchasheel. These 5 principles are mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference in each other's affairs, peaceful existence, equality and mutual benefits, mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty. The NAM was born in September 1961. Its first meeting was held at Belgrade in Yugoslavia. President Nasser of Egypt, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru of India, and President Marshal Tito of Yugoslavia were the founders of this movement. The main objectives of the non-aligned movement are not to join the military camps or pacts. In the beginning, countries did not realize the importance of the NAM, but gradually, its importance was duly considered. The first meeting of NAM was attended by only 25 members. Today it has 120 members and most of them are developing countries. At present, Ilham Aliyev of Azerbaijan is currently the chairman of Non-Aligned Movement. Critical thinking. Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa, spent 27 years in cell for fighting against the policy of apartheid. Continuous review. Ilham Aliyev of Azerbaijan is the chairman of NAM at present. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Marshal Tito and Nasser were the founders of NAM. India has been a member of UN since it was organized on 24 October 1945. Vijay Lakshmi Pandit was the first Indian woman president of General Assembly.
Like, share and subscribe.